Hi, we're at the Noosa Mining Conference. This is the second day. I'm joined by Simon Kidston, the Managing Director of GNX Power. Welcome, Simon.
Max, great to be here with you.
Excellent, excellent. So, Simon, you've had some really exciting recent announcements about your pumped hydro project. Can you tell me a little bit more about what's happened?
Yeah, so our Kidston Pump Hydro project is our flagship project. We've been working on this now for 4 years, and we've finally secured the debt funding and the equity funding. So the project is now funded, and we're expecting to reach financial close and kick off construction in September of this year. So major milestone for the company.
Fantastic. So Simon, can you tell me a little bit more about the pumped hydro project and how it works?
Yeah, so we're creating a renewable energy hub in North Queensland, and the cornerstone of that is our pumped hydro project. But that project is integrated with solar and wind. But in terms of pumped hydro, if you think about it as a giant water battery, we can store energy by having 2 reservoirs. We use energy when it's cheap and in surplus to pump water from the low reservoir to the high reservoir, and then we can store that water and then release the water at times of peak demand through the same tunnels and turbines to generate power. So it's a proven technology, it's been around for a long time. It is a world first in Queensland in terms of integrating wind, solar and hydro on the one site, utilising an old gold mine, but the concept itself is well proven model.
Fantastic, good stuff. And so how does that arrangement work with your customer? Because I understand you have a potential partner in Energy Australia.
Yep.
Are you guys going to be taking the risk? Because it does sound like there might be some skill in knowing when to turn that thing on and turn it off. Are you responsible for that, or is GNX slicing it slightly differently?
So the core part of our business model is to back each project with long-term revenue contracts. So for example, our Stage 1 solar farm has a 20-year contract with the Queensland Government which supports the revenues for that project. Mm-hmm. In terms of our pump hydro project, we have a term sheet with Energy Australia. Of course, they're one of the large energy retailers in this country with deep expertise in energy trading. Mm-hmm. They will be our partner for this project. They will operate and trade the assets, and together with us, we'll own 50% of the project each, and they'll pay, as operator, a rent back to the joint venture for the right to use the energy project in a way that suits their portfolio. So we're utilising the expertise of Energy Australia to deliver this project and trade into the market.
Fantastic. Okay, so it sounds like when the agreement's reached with, it is a non-binding agreement at the moment, but when that converts into a fully binding agreement, that it should be a steady stream of cash flows for GenX.
Yeah, so we expect that final investment decision to be taken in September of this year. Uh-huh. We've then got a 3-year period to build the project. So by late 2022, we'll be commissioning the project and expect to be in steady state operations by 2023. Excellent. And the great thing about pump hydro, they're long life assets. So the expectation is that this will be around for the next 80 years, providing stable, clean energy into the Queensland grid.
Fantastic. And I understand there's a few, there's another project in the pipeline, isn't there? The Geelong solar project in New South Wales?
That's right. So we're keen to diversify and expand our business. And the first example of that is a project in New South Wales. It's near the town of Forbes. And we've selected a site which has the potential to deliver 50 megawatts of solar. That project is fully permitted. We're just completing the debt funding process at the moment, and we expect to commence construction shortly and have that project generating cash flows to the business by mid next year. And the great thing about that project for GenX is it will double our revenues from the current $13 million per annum to around double that in about 12 months from now. So it provides good solid earnings momentum in the short term, whilst we have the construction of the hydro coming on stream over the next couple of years.
Fantastic. That sounds really good. And so what should investors look out for in the next 6 to 12 months? What might happen in FY20?
So in the short term, we've got the milestone of completing the funding for the Geelong project, the completion of the bank documentation essentially. For the hydro pump storage, it's the final investment decision taken by Energy Australia and GenX to commit to that project. We expect that in September of this year. And then, of course, we're very keenly focused on executing those contracts to make sure these projects get built on time and under budget. We had a strong focus on execution for our Stage 1 project that was delivered on time and under budget. We expect to follow the same strategy for our expansion projects.
That sounds great. Well, thank you very much for taking the time, Simon. It's great to have you here, and look forward to seeing your progress in the next 12 months.
Thank you, Max. Great to be here. Good
Fantastic.
chatting.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.